Last night I said that in our psycho-spiritual process, our starting point is within the realm of time, space and passing. And our goal, for which I use the term supreme nominal entity, is beyond the reach of time, space and passing. Now, in course of this occult practice, the bondages of mutative principle, static principle and sentient principle become loose. Now, when the bondage of static principle disappears, the aspirant enjoys a particular nature of bliss. There, that is in that stage, there remains no static bondage, but the bondages of mutative and sentient principles are there. Then again, the bondage of mutative principle disappears. And finally, when the bondage of sentient principle disappears, man becomes one with his object of ideation. Now, when the primordial phase, when after starting from the physical sphere, the man, the aspirant is just to cross the cordon of static principle, he enjoys a special nature of pleasure. You may say pleasure because it is not the supreme beatitude, but it is a distorted form of beatitude, not purely pleasure, something higher, something subtler, something more charming, more beautiful, more fascinating than pleasure. That enjoyment, that psycho-spiritual enjoyment is known as dasha in Sanskrit. In dasha phase, the aspirant enjoys a sort of inner pleasure, but his sensory or motor organs fail to express it. Even the language is too weak to convey the experience. That stage of human mind is called dasha. It tries to express something, but his vocal cord cannot produce the sound. In that stage, he may create a sound like this, but no definite language is expressed. Just when the aspirant crosses the cordon of the supreme point, static point, just to the other side, he feels another type of pleasure. And in that case, it is a subtler phase. In that case, he feels that he is with his goal. He is with the supreme entity. And the universe is also there. But he feels that he has become a strong person physically, mentally, spiritually. And under such circumstances, he doesn't care a fig for what the world says. This phase is called bhava. When a man is in bhava, it will be very easy for you to understand it, because there will be certain expression not in the vocal cord but from here. And perhaps you have seen Baba, Baba saying like this. Have you seen it? Because the expression comes from this point. Then when the aspirant crosses the cordon of the mutative principle, that stage is known as bhava samadhi. In that phase, he feels that he is with his cosmic goal. There is no universe. At that stage, he ignores the entitative existence of the universe. But he feels that he is with his Lord. He enjoys divine bliss, but it becomes very difficult for him to express it. That is, he cannot express it. This phase of bhava samadhi. And in the final phase, when he crosses the jurisdiction of sentient principle, he feels that there is no duality. That is the duality, he and his Lord. This duality disappears. He feels there is only one existence, he is, or the Lord is. I am with my Lord, I and Lord. This duality disappears. Now, all other higher samadhis, this is called Mahabhava. All other higher samadhis are different experiences of this Mahabhava. It depends on the style of ideation. But when one attains the stance of Mahabhava, it is not at all difficult or impossible for him to enjoy other kinds of samadhi. Not bhav samadhi, but actual samadhi. That is the highest form of samadhi. But all these samadhis, which are beyond the boundaries of sentient principle, are qualified samadhi, attributional samadhi. And the mind remains either in the form of microcosm or in the form of macrocosm. That is, the ectoplasmic stuff is there. But when he brings his mind to a pointed form, to a pinnacle form, to an apex form, the mind, the ectoplasmic stuff, disappears due to extreme concentration. And under such circumstances, the supreme cognitive faculty remains. This is called non-qualified, non-attributional samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi in Sanskrit. By dint of japa kriya, japa, one attains the attributional stage of samadhi, and by dint of one's dhyana, one attains the non-attributional stance of samadhi, which is the goal of each and every individual of this universe. You should know it and you should do it accordingly.